G'day folks, this is Tony aka Crypto Aussie coming back at you with another video. Now today I want to do an update on HORDE. Now if you haven't seen my original HORDE review video, then you're probably not going to follow a lot of what I'm about to say, so make sure you go back and watch that video first. The link is in the description. Now if you have seen that video, there are two exciting announcements that HORDE have made in the last couple of days that are going to be really interesting for people involved in this project. Now, the first one is NFTs. So if we go over here to this is a tweet from the HORDE Twitter account. They are releasing 3 NFTs. And what those NFTs will do is they will improve the output of your plot. So the cheapest one is this one, and this is called Wasteland Cabin. Now this will cost you 3 HORDE, which is about $300, and it will increase your plot output by 5%. Second one is called Search and Rescue. That's this one. It will cost 5.5 HORDE, or about $550, and it gives your plot a 10% boost. And the third one, the premium one, is called Church Square. Now look how cool this one looks. 7.5 HORDE, or about $750, and it will give your plot a 15% boost. Now, these can be applied to any plot. They do not expire. So the plot, as you know, the plots expire after 300 days. They decay, get overrun by zombies. But if you've got one of these sitting on a plot and it expires, you can just move it to another plot. They don't expire, and you can then start to get those benefits. But you can only put an NFT on one plot at a time. There are also a finite amount of NFTs. So they're going to be dropped in batches of 500. There'll be initial 500 coming up in a few days. And they have additional benefits as well, including that the owners of the NFTs are automatically whitelisted for future NFT drops. And as the utility increases around the HORDE ecosystem, for example, I've got a P2E game coming up. The NFT holders will have additional advantages in the P2E game. So pretty exciting stuff. And I think you'll agree that the artwork on these looks really, really cool. So I am very much looking forward to seeing these come out. Now, the second announcement they've recently made is a price rise. So I mentioned in my original video on HORDE that they are keeping the price within a range $95 to $105. But they've also said from the start that that range will likely increase over time to increase the rewards that people get from holding their plots, and also to make sure that the people who get in earlier get an advantage for being in the project longer. So looks like the first of those price rises is coming, 6.66% increase to the range. So that means the bottom of the range will go to $100 roughly, and the top of the range will go to about $112. I don't know what the exact numbers are going to be, but it's something like that. So that's exciting for people who are already in HORDE. So your returns will go up. If you're on the fence or thinking about getting in, then doing so before this happens would not be a bad idea if you're thinking of getting in. Now, as for when it happens, they've said here in the tweet, it's going to happen within the next 14 days. This tweet was April 5th. So sometime between now and April 19th, it's going to go up, and it'll be announced with just 24 hours notice. So you need to keep an eye open for that if it is relevant to you. Crypto Aussie's outrageously expensive lawyer here. My client is not a financial advisor. In fact, he is not an advisor of any sort. Nothing he says should be considered financial advice or an investment recommendation of any type. Cryptocurrencies are inherently risky, and it is therefore incredibly important that you do your own research and make your own decisions. And if you feel like you need advice, then you should get it from someone who is trusted, qualified, and ideally ridiculously expensive, like me, but not Crypto Aussie. That guy is barely able to tie his own shoes. But as long as he keeps paying my inhumanly expensive fees out of his crypto earnings, I really don't care whether he can tie his shoes or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to go and get another super rich client to buy me a very long and very boozy lunch. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. He has a nasty habit of just butting in. But anyway, what you decide to do with HORDE is entirely up to you. Now, whether you decide to do something with it or not makes absolutely no difference to me. I just hope this video has provided some information that could help to inform that decision. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, drop me a comment below in the comments, and make sure that you also hit the subscribe button to be notified every time a new video comes up. And speaking of helpful information, I have just put the finishing touches on a new report outlining my top 3 passive income crypto opportunities. So basically I sat down, went through all the passive income opportunities that I've come across and picked out what I think are 3 of the best ones out there right now. Remember, of course, that I don't recommend that you invest in any of them, and this is not financial advice. I'm just some random hair challenge dude on the internet here to entertain you. Oh, and obviously crypto is an evolving and super fast moving space. So I'm making my passive income opportunities document a dynamic document, meaning that as I come across more interesting opportunities in future, I'll continually go back and update it so that it always has my 3 favorites. And everyone who has access to it will always have access to the latest version. So the link for that is in the description. Make sure you check it out. And if you want to take it to the next level beyond that, you might be interested in joining the Sat Stackers Mastermind. Now, Sat Stackers is a close-knit, super active and extremely supportive community of crypto investors talking about opportunities like this and many others day in and day out. And in the mastermind, you can get access to everything from over-the-shoulder tutorials showing you how to do just about anything in crypto, to access to exclusive investment opportunities brought to the group by our more experienced and well-connected members, all of whom are in there every single day dropping serious alpha. Now, if that sounds cool to you, the link for that is also in the description. Or you can hit me up in the comments if you want more info. And finally, if you haven't seen my original HORDE review, or if you have seen it but you want a refresher just to remind yourself of what it's all about, then click or tap here to go and check that out. Or if you want to check out another one of my passive income projects that I've reviewed in a previous video, then you can click or tap here and check that out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.